Welcome, my peeps, my peoples. Please like, comment, subscribe, share the video. It'd be greatly appreciated. It's Mary Jane. Let's talk about Insecure Season 3, Episode 1. I just miss Lawrence. Where's Lawrence at? We built up his storyline last season, his job, what he was doing, him starting a new relationship, having his own apartment, and just trying to move forward and get to know the people at his job. Only to find out he's not going to be on this season. Like, come on, what's going on? Like, come on. Like, I wanted his storyline to be built more and to learn more about him because, he grew on me as a character on this show. So let's get started. So Issa, she's sleeping on the couch of Daniel. She's sleeping on the couch while he's in the other room having sex with somebody else. It's like she's in that predicament. She's in a bad predicament where she can't, move forward. She's like stuck in a place, and she kind of like stuck with Daniel because Daniel's like a security blanket. He's like a friend, and she also knows that he'll always be there for her, and he likes her and he loves her just the same way she does him. But also Issa's in a bad place because, her car got messed up. That was one thing, and then she lost her apartment, and then on the second thing, she lost Lawrence, and then on top of that, she got demoted from her job. And so right now Issa's filled with all types of emotions where, one of the things that she did say this episode, that she doesn't feel like she can speak, she doesn't feel like she can talk, she doesn't feel like she can, stand up, speak up for herself. Like, she just feels like she's trapped in so many different words, but she's feeling okay that she's trapped with Daniel, but she wants more with Daniel. She wants more of a relationship with Daniel. I wonder if Daniel really nutted in her face on purpose. What do you guys believe from last season? So with that situation, and then her being demoted at work, and then being treated like a peasant at work, like she doesn't count, like her voice doesn't count. She made one mistake, but they forget about all the good she did and how she really helped promote what's going on. And it's like that when you work in the inner city, or you work in social services, or in schools like that, where you don't have the upper hand, you don't have, the background or the degree or the support that you need to actually really help the children and do what you think is best for the children, because they're a part of you. You know who they are because, you have the same melanin, whether they black, white, Spanish, Asian, you guys all have something in common, especially if you're from the same neighborhood, the same environment. You understand each other's struggle, whichever way it may be differently, but you understand the struggle, that it's not easy. We all in the same melting pot in this place right here. We're not living somewhere far off in fairy tale land. So Frida has, Issa's position, and Frida's not really qualified for Issa's position. Issa's way better than her, but Issa made some mistakes, and Frida is a snake in my opinion, but it is what it is. And right now, Issa's boss is not feeling her, point blank period. Issa is trying her best, to get back to where she was working with kids, because the kids like her. She's good with the kids. The kids, like being around Issa, and she can relate. She knows music, she knows art, she's just funny, she's happy go lucky, and then on top of that, she understands a lot too as well. So a sad thing for her and that position. But we got Molly. Molly's out in California. She's on the beach looking all good with that hat on. I was just like, go girl. And then on top of that, she's with this guy, and I guess he's one of her new sex partners. She's still with Joe, and she got the other sex partner that's in Chicago. Hopefully she's wrapping it up and using protection, because having sex with 3 different dudes in 1 week, it's not good for the vagina. You got to make sure your pH levels are on point. So she's doing her thing, but in back of her mind, she's thinking about Dro, and she wants Dro. Like, she's doing good in her professional life where she's moving forward. She's getting the money that she needs, and she's booked and she's busy at work, but her heart is still empty, and she's still not happy with the situation she's in with Dro, because it also reminds her of what her mother had to endure, with her mother having her father with Molly's father cheating on her mother, and then Molly finding out and being so distraught and being so upset with her mother because she accepted him back. But now, Molly's in a relationship with a guy that's cheating on his wife, but he's really not cheating because they have an open marriage. But she can't blame her mother or throw dots and rocks at her mother when she's like dealing with a married man, herself, even though it's an open marriage that, Dro has. But Molly's still not happy because she wants Dro. She wants to be in a relationship with him. She wants to be number one. She wants to have his baby. She wants to marry him, but it's not going to happen because he's already married, and it's just what it is. And, she don't want to let him go because she ultimately wants that, but she's not going to be able maybe part of her thinks that she can actually steal Dro from Candace, but it's not going to really happen because he's married and they have this understanding. And so, her heart is lonely and she's feeling lonely. She may be good and in the business world and everything like that, but when it comes down to her personal life and her personal relationship, she's not able to really put her foot down for what she wants right now. But right now she thinks she's doing good. She's trying to set boundaries with Dro and trying to let him know, hey, listen, it ain't gonna be all fun and games like it used to. We either gonna be friends or we're gonna be effing. That means no phone calls, no calling me, no saying, hey, what's up, or ask me how I'm doing, whatever. You don't spend the night. We don't make pancakes in the morning. All we do is have sex and keep moving. But why be in a relationship? Like, you don't need to have that type of relationship with Dro when you already have two other people that you're having sex with, so they can be your sex partner. But she wants to hold on to Dro because she loves Dro. She wants that relationship with him, and she gets jealous when Candace called, because while they was in the bed and Candace called, she just because she knows that she's never going to be number one. She's not going to be number one in Dro's life. She's always going to be number two, and Candace is always going to come first. And a part of her feels like it's wrong, but the other part of her feels like it's right. The other part of being free will, making your own choices and having your own decisions, and you can have sex with this one and that one with no feelings attached. That's the part of her that she's trying to hold on to as well. So she has two parts of herself. The part, she got a part telling her that is wrong, and she got a part that's saying, I'm free, I'm doing the right thing, I'm the new age woman, So we'll see how that situation pans out with her and Dro. It seems like it's going to end nastily because, he's going to end. It seems like he's going to get possessive. And he's still not taking the word, like, let's back up. Because he's still calling Molly. He's still asking her about how's her day was. How did the business meeting go? He wants to have dinner with her. And she's just like, yo, chill out. And then she gets home. He's at her house chilling. She's like, whoa, what? Wait a minute. And she's like, can I get my key back? And then he feeling some type of way. So he leaves. Like, damn right, go home to your wife, mother sucker. But Molly is putting herself in that situation. She knows that she's not strong enough mentally to deal with Dro having this other woman because it hurts her. Because last season she was hurt when Dro brought Candace to the dinner. You know what I mean? So moving on from that. So then we have Issa playing these games with Daniel. Either she wants Daniel or she doesn't want Daniel. Daniel's fine. But Daniel is playing these games too with Issa. They both do things to hurt each other. Like, she don't want nothing to do with him. She don't care. She's booked and busy with doing Uber driving, and she don't got nothing going on. Everything is cool. And, but it's bothering her to hear Daniel make love and have sex with this other woman in the room. Like, that's a problem. That's a situation. And it's so much of a problem situation. He has to get up and leave. But I don't want to listen to nobody else have sex to as well, especially not my ex-boyfriend or somebody I was dealing with, somebody I have feelings with, having sex with somebody else while I'm in the next room. Like, where they do that at? Like, you got to be bold and courageous to do that. You know what I mean? But then also Daniel is also holding things against, Issa for what happened last season with Lawrence and everything like that, and her not being truthful and things like that. So he's trying to do all he can to try to make Issa feel bad. That's just how he does. That's how his get back is, to try to be mean, and then the next time you turn around, he's loving and he's so sweet and he's so supportive. Right now, Issa feels like he's loving, he's supportive. Not loving, but he's supportive by giving her a place to stay. And like, Daniel's sister said to him, like, so who's gonna be watching your niece? Is it gonna be Vanessa or is it gonna be Issa? And she also says to Daniel, she could have picked anywhere else in a place to stay. Why she choose you? Why she choose your house? And Daniel's feeling some type of way about that. He was like, oh yeah, she's playing games with me. She really wants me. She's playing around with me. She wants these cakes. She wants these guns. She want it. She want a Phyllis. And so he's at home drinking. Issa comes through, and he's about to have a conversation with her, but Issa the night before, what confronted him was like, yo, did you know I was here last night? He was like, yeah, I know you was here. And basically Issa was just trying to say to him, like, yo, I was here and I heard you just, beating down a punani, just beating it down, like no respect, no nothing, but she's living rent free. And but damn, that's what you have to do when you're dependent on somebody. When you're dependent on somebody, you have to jump through hoops, and you have to keep your mouth closed and bury your head while you deal with the bullshit. And that's another reason why Issa feels like she doesn't have a voice and she can't stand up for herself right now, because Issa will be like boom 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 bap. So with this situation, then after that, he was like, yeah, and like he didn't pay no mind to it. But now he's at home and he's drinking, and he's whatever his sister done told him is going over and over and over in his head. And so he sees Issa come through, and he was just like, he wants to know what's good. He was like, yo, why are you here? Like, you could have chosen anywhere else to stay. Why are you here? Because he tried to kiss her, because he's feeling like, okay, there is a chance I still want to be with her. I still like her. Even though I had sex the other night with somebody else, I still want that coochie. I still like her. And so, and Issa was like, no, we just friends. You know, we just friends. We like roomies, you know? Like, let's not get this serious. But even though Issa wants more, but she knows she can't handle the way that Daniel is right now, him being with other women and just everything, and her breaking up with Lawrence and that relationship ending. And then now, you know, with her job, with, you know, her being basically with her hand out, you know, even though her and Daniel are really cool, but, you know, she feels some type of way about the situation. But she still wants Daniel. She wants to be with him. I don't know if she actually really truly loves him and want to be with him, because I could have sworn she loved Lawrence to death. Even though she cheated on him. But so she's with Dan. So Daniel was like, yo, so you sending missed messages when you was coming at me talking about that I know you was here the other night, like low key telling me that you don't like that I'm doing something with another woman. And so they end that conversation. Issa was like, okay, oh, so my head hurts. Oh, this glass is kind of warm. This glass is kind of heavy. And she leaves the room like she's too much. And so then Issa, she's at work, and then she realized that a lot of people are not using her organization anymore. They go on with somebody else because they feel like the logo is racist, and they feel like, you know, that their staff are not meeting the clientele matter, like as far as like the schools are. They're having more white counselors come to these schools, these inner city schools, when they probably want a mixture of like Asian, Black, white, and Spanish, but they're sending more of, you know, Caucasians. And then on top of that, the Caucasians are mean. That's what, you know, Issa picked up on the phone. And then when she was also talking to the principal, Irving, he was just like, you know, your logo's kind of racist and everything. So, and then it was like, most people were feeling this way. That was that would used to be a part of, you know, Issa's job organization that used to have them come to their school. So now Issa feels like, okay, maybe this is a big moment for me to say something, because her friend, you know, Frida, won't stick up for her and won't say nothing, because Frida was like, I can't really go talk to Joanne and say anything to her right now, because, you know, I just got this position. There's so many things going on. I don't want to put so much on her plate. Basically telling Issa, hell no, I'm not putting my neck out for you. Even though you put your neck out for me thousands of times, I'm not helping you. And so Issa realized that. So once she got this information of all these different, you know, schools and organizations that don't want the assistance of Issa's program, what she worked for, you know, she wanted to go tell her boss Joanne or Frida while she's there. And her boss was like, Joanne's like, hold on, wait a minute. If there's a problem, you're always at the end of the problem. You're always a problem. You're always this and that. I want you to do me a favor. If I want you on the field, if I want you to ask questions, I want you to be involved, I would have you on the field. I would have you talking to people. I don't need you calling people and asking them questions about this and that, whatever. Do your job and stand the phone and get on the desk, and just dismissed her, like anything that she said that wasn't even culpable, like what she said didn't even matter because it came from her. So she's shooting the messenger because she doesn't like Issa right now. She's disappointed in Issa, and she's just mad at Issa. And but Issa helped that program a lot, but it's gonna come and bite her in the ass when she realized that, you know, a lot of people are complaining about what's going on with her program. The logo is racist, and they're only sending out Caucasian people to these places where, you know, there's more inner city kids, more people that are melanin and indigenous people. There's children there as well. So it's gonna come back and bite in her ass. And I think maybe Issa might end up running that company, running that job, because Joanne gotta go. Joanne ain't good for the Joanne ain't good. So we have that situation. So hopefully shit gets right with Issa at her job. And then we have Issa and, you know, Molly doing the Uber ride, and they picked up this fine dude. He looked good, girl. And they picked him up, and everything was going well, and he was down because it was the party Uber. And then they picked up this other dude. He was like 300, 400 pounds, got in there, wanted to smoke and all this other good stuff. And then I just went downhill from there. And homeboy, skinny, light-skinned boy, beat up big old bulldog, beat him down. And then, you know, Molly was supposed to be meeting Dro at the same time, because they made plans to go to this restaurant to celebrate her victory at work. And, you know, she didn't end up going. So Issa's around doing Uber driving, and then Issa and Molly pick up these two young girls. It reminds Issa and Molly of themselves when they were younger too as well. And so it was an okay episode. I was looking for a lot more for the premiere of the season. But anyways, it is what it is. Then also we have Daniel. He's in the studio with this girl with these plastic pants on that makes the noise like when you sit on couches that have, plastic on top of them. I was like, they are so wrong. But see how they use that girl, like, yo, she don't sound good, her music don't sound good at all, she sounds terrible. But just because they can use her as a connect, and just because the other dude that was there with Daniel wanted to have sex with her and wanted to be with her, he's gonna lie to her and lead her on until he gets exactly what he wants from her and everything. And then, Daniel's only keeping her around because she has some connect to somebody that he wants to give his music to. So you see a lot of hypocrisy going on in this bullshit. Them playing these women and acting innocent too as well. So it was just like, damn, Issa and Molly are going through the same thing, but, Molly's on a different financial bracket, but she's still in a broken relationship. Her heart is still broken. She's still empty. And Issa's in the same relationship where her heart is still broken and where she's empty, but she's financially strained too as well. So she has all these problems going on. Then she has problems at work where she's just trying to keep her job, and then on top of that, not having really a place to call home either. So she's dealing with a whole lot of stress. So she's appreciative of Daniel, but like now at the end she wants more from Daniel. She told Daniel that I'm here because I do like you, and I knew that you'd be here for me, and I knew this and I knew that or whatever, and and she cares for him. He cares for her too. But right now, they're both so hurt and broken, and where the trust is gone, and Issa's going through so much. So we'll see how their relationship is. Daniel going to be more respectful and more nicer to Issa, and is Issa going to treat him better and not, hop around town with all these other guys, because right now she's just stuck in his house with him, and he's just like, okay, she's here and she was sleeping, she was telling me it's okay, we can sleep around and all this other stuff last season, so I'm gonna treat her like this, treat her like that. And it's like, damn, she can't do nothing but take it because she is living rent free right now, and she wants to be there with him because that's the only part of her that feels a little bit secure, just to know that she's with Daniel, somebody that cares about her, somebody that she once had a relationship with, someone she once desired with all her heart, which she still does desire. Same way with Molly, why she's still over there with Dro, because the hopeful and the wishful thinking that things will work out. Peace. I'm out. One love.